Crna Gora zaista ima fascinantnu divlju ljepotu i neobuzdanost naših rijeka privukla je 3 mlada momka iz grupe Eggstream koja se bavi ekstremnim kajakaštvom da dođu i da se nakon avantura na svjetskim rijekama oprobaju i na našim. Kako su se proveli u Crnoj Gori i šta ih je uopšte natjeralo da se bave ovakvim jednim netipičnim zanimanjem, reći će nam baš njih trojica Milo, Paul i Rafael koji se nalaze sa nama u studiju. Poželimo im dobrodošlicu. Guys, welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having us.
So, let's say for a beginning, what brought you to Montenegro?
Is he?
So we are in a trip, in a van trip. So we start from 1 month and a half. We start in Patras in Greece, and then we travel from Bulgaria. We go to Macedonia, Albania, and then we are in Montenegro. So we are arrived here and we have
Samo Paul je podijelio sa nama da su se našli u Crnoj Gori tako što su otišli na jedno putovanje kroz ovaj dio Europe. Krenuli su iz Bugarske, prošli su kroz Makedoniju i tako su se našli sada u našoj zemlji.
And then we are arriving here and we make the Maracha River and we met a lot of good people and we are come here in the good capital of Podgorica.
Došli su u Podgoricu i prvo su krenuli na Moraču, rijeku Moraču, upoznali su usput divne ljude, a mi ćemo ih sada pitati zbog čega baš Morača od svih naših rijeka. So, out of the all rivers in Montenegro, why did you choose Morača?
Because that was a river, a classic river, and we have seen a lot of videos, a lot of photos in YouTube, and we say, oh, definitely this river must be done. We really want to do that. The river, the water color is very blue, clear. That was incredible. We don't have this thing of river in France, so we decided to do this river because we want to explore everything, every country, so that's why we want to do that.
Rekli su da su rijeku Moraču vidjeli zahvaljujući video snimcima i fotografijama koje su pronašli na internetu i da ih je privuklo to što je rijeka nevjerovatno plava, da u svojoj zemlji nemaju takvu rijeku, da je Morača jedna klasična rijeka i čim se vidjeli pomislili su moramo je osvojiti. How many of you are members of the group? Is it just 3 of you?
The main group is us 3 and then we paddle with friends on the side. But at this stage, it's really us 3 that are organizing everything, creating our events, our trips, managing the sponsors and everything. So for us, it's Paul, Raf, Milo.
Njih trojica su glavni članovi grupe i oni su taj tim koji funkcioniše. So where do you all 3 come from? Are you all 3 from France?
Yes.
Sva trojica su iz Francuske. How was your time in Montenegro?
Wonderful. We discover 3 new rivers, I think, 3 or 4, and really beautiful crystal clear water, especially the Moracha River with a deep canyon, a very wonderful country.
Otkrili su 3 nove rijeke, 3 ili 4 od kad su došli u Crnu Goru i pogotovo im se dopala Morača i dubok, čist, tirkizan kanjon Morače. So, besides Morača River, what other parts of the Montenegro did you visit?
We have to make the north, east of Macedonia. So friend of us say we have to do one river. So I don't remember the name of this river. So we have a lot of stuff to do in Montenegro. So I can't say you one river especially because there are a lot and a lot of good river here.
Trudili su se da posjete što više rijeka u Crnoj Gori i da obuhvate centralni i sjeverni region naše zemlje. So what part of the nature did you like the most?
I think it's just everything about exploring a new country, a new place. You just take it in. There's lots of snakes here. We nearly stepped on those. And then just walking up, the canyons. There's the Mrtvica river, which we have to walk up. So you can't just, normally we do a shuttle with cars. So we bring all the kayaks up to the start of the river with a van. And for the Mrtvica, you need to walk up the canyon by foot. And so it's all these places, and there are waterfalls everywhere here. It's amazing. It's honestly amazing.
Kažu da im je omiljeni dio u vezi Crne Gore to što predstavlja jednu novu avanturu. Recimo kada su išli u kanjon rijeke Mrtvice, nisu mogli da kombima svoju opremu donesu do početka rijeke kako rade inače, nego su bili primorani da hodaju i da pješke nose opremu do početka lokacije sa koje kreću, da se spuštaju, što je bilo novo iskustvo, i to novo iskustvo traženja avanture je ono što ih najviše privlači u Crnoj Gori. Idealna prilika da ih pitamo zbog čega su se odlučili da se bave ovako nečim. So extreme canyoning is really fascinating but dangerous at the same time. So what's your inspiration? What made you do this kind of very untypical, very unusual adventures?
So I think for my part, it's my father make kayaking, but a different one. He make a slalom kayaking. But I think for everybody, it's watching videos of kayakers like Ben Brown, like Red Bull sponsoring paddlers. I don't know the name of the good paddlers.
I just want to translate, sorry. Paul je rekao da je njega privuklo da se ovim bavi to što se njegov otac bavio kajakingom, doduše ne ekstremnim, a privukli su ih i video snimci koje su gledali, koje su sponzorisala Red Bull kompanija koja inače sponzoriše ovakve vrste ekstremnih aktivnosti. Milo, mislim da želi da nam kaže šta je njega privuklo.
No, I was just going to say that, you can find yourself in any mountain sport just from being in the mountains sort of thing. So I was brought up in the Alps, Raf as well, and we just found ourselves, if the river is close by, you often end up using it kind of
in a
thing.
very extreme.
Yeah, and then everyone has their limits, and then some people go all the way, some people just, have fun on a lake or something, and then others want to do more in waterfalls and stuff, and so yeah, just like that.
Milo i Rafael su podignuti, oboje su zapravo proveli djetinjstvo u Alpima i to uvijek su bile blizu neke vode i jezera, i tako su od kad su bili djeca naučili da te vodene površine koriste i da na njima također vide gdje su njihove granice, gdje se nalaze njihove granice. Most of the people on our social media had the same question. Are you scared when you're doing all of these stunts?
Yes, we are scared. Yes. Sometimes, just before a big waterfall, before big rapids, before big rapids, when there are rocks, sometimes the water go just under the rocks, and that's named siphon, And if we go in kayak, we have not a lot of chance to get out. So yeah, sometimes we're scared, but we have the control of us, the control of the kayak. So with the experience, that's how we do that.
Najviše ljudi na društvenim mrežama je postavljalo isto pitanje u pripremi za ovaj razgovor, a to je da li su oni uplašeni kada rade ovakve vrste aktivnosti, i Poli podijelio se nama da jesu uplašeni, da ima situacija koje i njih plaše, pogotovo ukoliko su veliki vodopadi, ukoliko voda ponire ili se miješa sa kamenjem, ali da imaju dovoljno iskustva i dovoljno znanja da se osjećaju i dalje da imaju kontrolu u takvim situacijama. Ranije je Milo pomenuo nešto što nisam prevela, a to je da u Crnoj Gori ima jako puno zmija i da su se u nekoliko situacija našli u prilici da ih za malo ugaze, i rekla bih da je to također dio ove njihove potražnje za adrenalinom. So would you call yourselves, as popularly known, adrenaline junkies?
Kind of. I wouldn't say we're adrenaline junkies. We like adrenaline for sure, but everything we do, we don't just throw ourselves off of something just for the adrenaline. It's always thought about. Even the waterfall that we managed to do the other day right here on the
Niagara.
That one, yeah. That one's not very tall, but it could have consequences on the sides, and there are rocks, and the river stops at the end. So you don't want to be swimming at the end because we can fall out of our kayaks in some situations. So there's always adrenaline, but it's always thought through, and we're always confident about what we're doing and where we are and everything. So,
I want to follow up on that thing you said,
on.
so I just want to translate for our viewers. Milo je rekao da vole adrenalin i adrenalin je uvijek prisutan u njihovim aktivnostima, ali ne bi nazvali sebe nekim koji je zavisnik od adrenalina zbog toga što bilo što da rade jako promišljeno i oprezno. Isto tako prije par dana su bili na Nijagarinim vodopadima u blizini Podgorice i to je bila jedna zahtjevna ruta zbog toga što je, iako vodopad nije visok, on ipak ima nezgodan kanjon, spušta se u rijeku i spušta se blizu kamenja i rijeka se brzo završava i zbog toga su uvijek što god rade jako pažljivi. The follow-up question is, what's your advice for the newcomers of extreme kayaking? What should they think through before deciding to conquer one location?
We paddling the hardest river. Sorry.
I think, it's the same with everything. You learn gradually, so just don't throw yourself into something too extreme at the beginning. You always want to start. Rivers are classed 1 to 5 in difficulty, so 1 being flat water, and then class 5 is extremely difficult. White water that you need to have lots of experience, and so it's just about baby steps, taking it slowly. You have in Montenegro, for example, you can start on the lower section of the Morača because
which is
flat,
class 1, right?
Class 1, 2, it's easier white water, and then higher up you go on different rivers and stuff. Generally, the more difficult it gets, and then you have obviously the same thing as the waterfall. You don't want to throw yourself off the waterfall before knowing exactly what you're doing.
Time, right?
You want to do 2 meters, 5 meters, 7 meters, then you keep going, baby steps.
That seems very logical. Dakle, za one koji tek ulaze u svijet ekstremnog kajakaštva, savjet je da idu korak po korak, da se ne upuštaju u ekstremne avanture na početku koje ne mogu savladati. Rijeke se često klasifikuju u klasifikacijama od 1 do 5, gdje je 1 rijeka koja je ravna, 5 su neke situacije kao što su vodopadi. U Crnoj Gori kažu možete pronaći od 1 do 5 sve i na donjim dijelovima tokova Morače naći ćete tu klasifikaciju 1 do 2. Kako idete ka sjeveru, tako su sve komplikovaniji. You brought some of your equipment, and can you show us what are you using, in what situations are you using it, just to introduce us a little bit with the process of kayaking in extreme conditions?
So this is my boat from Letman company, is a Germany company.
Ovo je Rafaelov brod koji je napravila njemačka kompanija.
Is a half-slice boat, very easy to turn in the rapid, and very cool boat.
Lako ga je okretati u brzim krivinama.
This is for cold water. Is a dry suit.
Can you just turn maybe to
is a dry suit.
the other side, this camera?
Okay. This is a dry suit for extremely cold session. It keep us dry inside, and we can paddling with.
Ovo je odijelo koje koriste u posebno vlažnim uslovima i pomaže im da ostanu suvi unutar odijela.
Helmet is for big rock.
Kacige koriste kada imaju veliko kamenje koje žele da zaštite se od njega.
Very nice thing. And this is a PFD to if we swim.
This one, camera 8.
If we swim, we can stay above the water as much as possible, and.
This helps you stay above the water as much as possible.
In case we fall out.
Aha. Ovo je dio opreme koji im pomaže da ostanu iznad vode, da plutaju na vrhu vode i ukoliko ispadnu iz kajaka. You also have a whistle there and the watch, right? What's it that for?
Yeah. This is a safety knife for cut the ropes or
Sigurnosni nož ukoliko je potrebno da otkinu kanape u nekim ekstremnim situacijama. Whistle?
Whistle. Yeah, sorry. To contact
A zviždaljku koriste da
Communication on the river.
kontaktiraju pomoć i da mogu da komuniciraju na bučnim dijelovima rijeke. And you also brought pedals.
We brought the paddle.
And this is the paddle to kayaking.
How do you know it's a good pedal? Is there some like...
Good construction tends to be in like carbon or something.
Okay.
German construction. This is the same brand.
So this will be very light and very strong.
Ok, znači dobro veslo koje inače pripada istoj ovoj kompaniji prepoznaje se tako što je snažno, ali istovremeno i lako i jeste prilično lako i tako što su najčešće napravljeni od neke vrste ugljenog materijala. Tako da, eto, koga interesuje, to je neki praktičan savjet koji imamo danas. Will you be coming back to Montenegro?
We think so, yeah. We think so for sure.
Momci kažu da će se vratiti u Crnu Goru. Thank you so much for coming today. This
No
has
worries.
been very interesting and untypical subject for us as well, and it's very nice to see foreign people enjoying our nature.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your invitation.